Mother, tell your children not to walk my way.
Hello all, and this is Truthslayer, and this is, well, me kind of doing a 2007, 2008 hello, goodbye video. This is also kind of a response in some regards to Bradmaster 13's video. If you've not subscribed to Bradmaster 13, you should subscribe to Bradmaster 13, since I have said numerous times you should subscribe to Bradmaster 13, but that's beside the point. And was 2007 a good year for wrestling? I think it was a okay year. Wouldn't say it was bad, wouldn't say it was good. Started out, as far as the WWE goes, we started out pretty good. We had Royal Rumble, good pay-per-view. No Way Out, No Way Out always sucks. WrestleMania, good pay-per-view. Then we turned around and we had Backlash, which is again a good pay-per-view. Then the injuries started, and things started going downhill, and things started going downhill, and then the whole Benoit thing happened, and then things really started going downhill. And near the end of 2008, it looks like the WWE may have finally gotten over the hump. Light at the end of the tunnel, may actually be improving some. We'll have to wait and see. But it does give me hope for 2008, and hopefully that, we will get good showings. Royal Rumble usually always good. No Way Out this year is going to actually have the Elimination Chamber, which may actually make the pay-per-view. Then we got WrestleMania. Then we'll just have to go from there. But if we look back at 2007, and if the injuries hadn't happened at the beginning of the year like they had, it would be interesting to see what the WWE would have been able to do as far as a promotion. From there, we went to TNA. I've bashed on TNA a lot. Will always bash on TNA a lot until I see some improvement. But the fact of the matter is, they did get their 2-hour deal, which is good. More wrestling on television is a good deal. They also have started doing more house shows, which is, again, a good thing. They're not drawing the way I would like to see them do. But if you have followed their Canadian shows, there was about 3,000 people at the last show, which is a good number, and probably, and in my opinion, the type of number they should be drawing there, to be completely honest, given the fact that WWE doesn't go there, and they're pretty much starved for wrestling, and that is a pretty big, Canada loves wrestling, as we all know. And hopefully, TNA will start to improve, start to actually, man up, and start putting on the type of show that we all I believe, that they can put on. Without a doubt, they have one of the best talented, the most talented rosters in the business, period. And hopefully they begin using them in a way that benefits them in that way. Then we go to, of course, Ring of Honor, who, of course, I came on here and talked about. Got their pay-per-view deal. Of course, started out the year, again, not so great. The first shows throughout the year were not real great until we got to about March. And then they kind of turned the corner, amazingly, when a lot of the talent left, because TNA pulled their talent from Ring of Honor, which I've never cried about, because I've always felt like TNA should have done that a long time ago. But Ring of Honor then turned around, got their pay-per-view deal. There's now talk of a television deal, and again, we have possibility, if you think about it, of having 12 hours altogether, if you include pretty much everything that's on wrestling to the mass audiences. We could have up to 12 hours of wrestling on television. That is massive. You got 2 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, 2 hours of Impact, ECW, we might get Ring of Honor, you've got, and then of course you have the Lucha Libre shows. So I believe that ends up being about 12 hours when you include the NWA show that will be on as well. Japanese wrestling seems to maybe have turned the corner. New Japan seems to finally, well, we'll have to wait and see the next Dome show with the TNA talent to see how that goes. But they may finally be turning the corner and improving. Kenta Kobashi is, of course, back in Noah, and that is a very good thing for various reasons, not just for Noah, but just for as a wrestling fan. And so I look at 2008 and I see lots of good possibilities. I see lots of things that hopefully make the year very good, very spectacular, and all of those things. I'm looking very forward to it. And as always, you need to go out and you need to support. If you have a local indie that you can go support, you definitely should go support it, because trust me, folks, if you got to get your wrestling fix somewhere, and sometimes that's some of the best fun you will have. 10, 15 bucks, hey, you know, maybe it's not the WWE, maybe it's not TNA, but you know, it is guys going out there trying to get people to smile. A lot of those guys can get people to smile, and in a lot of regards, you know, you should thank those guys, because there's a lot of guys out on the indie circuit don't make a lot of money and are just doing it for the love of doing it. Which brings me to my next point, which is YouTube of 2007. Of course, I did not post videos all of 2007. I didn't start posting videos till about, I guess about February, end of February, beginning of March, is when I started posting videos. But of course, I've been following YouTube for a while. Before that, this is probably about a year from when my original account started. So from there, we'll go with this. I was lucky enough to come on at a time when it seemed like, in the wrestling terms of YouTube, everything was sort of exploded. Bill and Doug were already here, Virus was already here, Monoxide, KJ, numerous other people were already here, and then it seemed like when I came on, Crazy Mike, numerous others who appeared about the same time I did, and it just seemed to blow up, and all of a sudden we had all of these YouTube shooters. And it's really amazing to me, because if you go out and you look, and if you go to message boards and you go to places like that, and you watch the videos on here and you hear kind of the talking points that some of us use, I have noticed over this year that a lot of the talking points that have started here on YouTube have filtered into the more established message boards for wrestling, and into news articles and numerous other things. So we definitely are having an influence, and I think that's great. I think that's great, and I'm looking forward to all of the new people who come on in 2008, because no more people will come in, and we need more people on here, because we need different viewpoints. We need people who look at things in different ways, without a doubt. As you know, but I know a lot of people are very hesitant to come on YouTube, because they're always like, well, no one's going to listen to me. Listen, if you're going to make videos on YouTube, and I would say this to anyone that's going to make videos on YouTube, don't worry about subscribers, don't worry about views, don't worry about anything like that. Do what you want to do. When I came on YouTube, I didn't worry about subscribers. I wasn't worried about views at all. I just wanted to counterpoint Bill and Doug. 2,600 subscribers later, here we are. I think Jared, Moral Virus, was the same way. I think Crazy Mike was the same way. I think a lot of people were the same way. I think the people that have been successful on here have done it because A, they wanted to do it and they wanted to make videos for themselves, and B, because they have a passion. Say whatever you will about Bill and Doug, but they definitely have a passion for this business. Not everyone likes Monoxide, but Monoxide at least has a love for this business. If you have a love for this business, it will come through on here, and people can see it, and people can hear it, and people will come, and people will watch. Eventually, people will watch. People will find out about you, and people will watch if you're good on here. It's just the way it is. It's the way it works. You look at a guy, you know, bring again, Bradmaster 13. Bradmaster 13 isn't somebody that most people would watch, but he's definitely got a following on here. ROH Styles just now started doing actual videos and reviews and that sort of thing, and he has a pretty good following on here too. If you have a passion for this business and you have a love for this business, it's gonna come through. And I would, anybody that wants to hook up their camera, you know, and just make videos like I did when I first, the only thing I did is I just did the direct uplink on here and just said, here we go, let's go with it. So there we went, and now we're here. And I think without a doubt, something MB said on his kind of thank you to YouTube, and I completely agree, is that this is a great thing, because it allows a lot of us, such as myself, even myself. I have one friend, which I very seldom get to talk to, that actually likes wrestling here, of my close friends. And so this has been a great experience for me to find people yet again to talk to who love wrestling, and who I can talk wrestling to, and we can share wrestling, and we can just have fun talking wrestling. And I think that's a great and wonderful thing. I want to thank every single one of you, and again, I hope we get more YouTube shooters on here. I hate using that term, but I'm going to use it on here, and it just keeps improving. And with that, I'm out. Later.